friends and fellow devotees of the Lord. Namaskars to every one of you. Friends, around us there is a ring of darkness, and darkness deeper grows. Economic depression is growing. It is a sign of chaos. Over 3 billion of men and women and children do not get the bare necessities of life. They do not get enough food to eat. They do not have clothes wherewith to hide their nakedness. They cannot get medical aid with whose help they can keep their bodies and souls together. Unemployment is on the increase. Forces of disintegration are gathering strength. Countries in East and West are confronted with forces which they can neither understand nor control. Nations today have turned away from God. Out of God flow those creative forces which alone can save our sinking civilization. In the deepening darkness of these days, I say to all to whom my voice may reach, turn back to God, turn back to God, turn back to God. In these 4 words is given us the cure to all the ills of humanity. Turn back to God, and He is not afar. He is not in temples which are no longer centers of spiritual forces. He is not in the scriptures which men recite, but put forward no effort to translate the teaching into deeds of daily living. He is not in the distant places of pilgrimage which people visit from time to time. He is within you. He is within you. He is within you. Turn back to God. Turn back to God. Turn back to God. What may we do to turn back to God? Among others, these 2 things. From today, let us resolve to observe silence at least for 15 minutes. I often refer to it as our daily appointment with God. We keep a number of appointments every day, but we miss out this most important of all appointments, our daily appointment with God. Every day, preferably at the same time and at the same place. Come and sit in silence. We live in a world of deafening noises, and even as there are particles of dust, they come and cling to our clothes, and we wash them with soap and water. Even so, there are particles of noise. They come and cling to our minds and hearts and souls. We need to cleanse them by taking dips into the waters of silence. Every day, preferably at the same time, preferably at the same place, come and sit in silence. In silence, you can repeat the name divine. God is the nameless one, it is true. But the sages have called him by many names. Pick up any name that appeals to you. The great saint of the 16th century, Dadu, he says in one of his dohas, Dadu sirjanhar ke kete naam anant चित आवे सो लीजिए यह साधु सिमरन संत. This great holy man, this saint of God says, the Creator has a million names. Pick up any name that appeals to you and keep on repeating it again and again and again. This holy name of God will cleanse your inner instrument, your antahkarana, and you will keep on sinking deeper and deeper and deeper within yourself until one blessed day, under the grace of Guru and God, you too will touch the plane of pure white light. Sitting in silence, you can pray. Prayer is talking to God. As we talk to each other, we can talk to God. Closer is He to us than breathing, nearer than hands and feet. Sitting in silence, we can meditate. Sitting in silence, we can engage ourselves in a loving and intimate conversation with God. Sitting in silence, we can do our spiritual thinking. But sitting in silence at the lotus feet of God every day, at least for 15 minutes, is a must, which we must not miss. And the second thing that we need to do, to turn back to God. As I said, we have turned away from God. Therefore, we are groping in darkness. The darkness which is our own shadow. God is light. And if we turn our back to God, our shadow falls in front of us, and we walk in the darkness which is our own shadow. If we turn our face to God, we walk in the light always. And if we turn back to God, the second thing that is necessary, the second thing is, we must forget our own comfort and try to bring comfort to someone who is in need of comfort. Gurudev Sadhu Vaswani said to us, did you meet him on the road? Did you leave him with the load? On the road of life there are many who go about carrying heavy loads. Those loads are not merely physical. For millionaires and multi-millionaires have met me, and with tears in their eyes they have said, we carry loads of worry, of anxiety, of fear on our hearts. Go and lighten the loads of as many as you can as you move on the pathways of life. You will be blessed and you will be a source of blessing to many. I must not speak to you more today. In my heart is the prayer that the new year, which has just unfolded, may be to every one of you a year of health and happiness and harmony, a year of prosperity and plenty and peace, a year of everything that you desire for yourself. And may the Lord be with every one of us. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.